Hello and welcome back to my channel, everyone. This is going to be the third and final video for the 3D modeling of the base in the table lamp project. Before we begin, one thing we have to mention is the length of the hexagonal sides, right? They should all be 2.313. And this is important to us because when we begin, one of the first things I'm going to do is create a work plane in the center on the YZ plane, which passes through Y0, and we're going to be offsetting that plane to the left half of 2.313. So, also, this is a right side view of that base. It shows the concave milled surface that runs through the perimeter of the base. It doesn't give any dimensions on how to complete this in the shop, but I'm going to be making up some dimensions and it's going to look extremely similar to what you see here, if not almost exactly. So to begin, we're going to start with creating a plane. So we're going to be going over to origin. We're going to be highlighting YZ. We're going to be creating a plane. We're going to be pulling that plane to the left. And this is going to be negative 2.313 divided by 2. That's going to land that plane right at the corner or that edge. We're going to hit check mark, and that's ready for us for later. Now the next thing we're going to do is something totally new that we've never done before. And we're going to create a sketch, but we're not going to use a 2D sketch. We're going to click the drop down arrow and we're going to select a 3D sketch. So this is something different. So we don't actually need to select one specific 2D plane. We're going to be able to draw in a 3D method here. So I'm going to be starting with a line. So we're going to grab line here. And I'm going to find the midpoint of that edge right there. I'm going to select it and I'm going to come over and find the opposite. So that's the length of a hexagon side, right? That's 2.313. I'm going to click, and I think the easiest way to do this is to end the command, right click, left click, OK. And what you're going to see is a purple line in the middle. Now, when you draw these lines as a 3D sketch, they should automatically be purple if you're picking up the center on the hexagonal sides. If they appear green when you're done, you've done something wrong and you need to go back and redraw them. And the easiest way to do this is, I think, is to end the command after you complete each one. So we're going to go line, we're going to pick up the last one, X, Y, Z, 0, and come down here and find the length, 2.313. Click, right click, left click, OK. Let's free orbit this up. Do this again, line, pick up X, Y, Z, 000 again, come down and find 2.313. If you try to do it continuously, by not ending the line command, you run the risk of snapping things incorrectly, and what you can have is lines in 3D going through the inside of your base, which can be kind of problematic to find and clean up and could affect the sweep operation coming up. So I really recommend that you do it like I'm doing it. So again, X, Y, Z, 0, come down, 2.313, center point, click. And just keep doing this. We've only got 6 of them to do. And this is the last one. There. That is totally correct. So every time you snap to the second midpoint, you should read that 2.313, the length of your hexagonal side. All right. Now that we've done that, we're going to go back to a 2D sketch and we're going to sketch on this work plane right here. So first we got to end our 3D sketch, so we'll hit the check mark for finish sketch. We'll go back up to 3D sketch and pick 2D sketch. We're going to select the work plane. Let's go back into an isometric view for a moment, and we're going to go and right click, and we're going to left click slice graphics. We need to slice this away to be able to have a much easier time creating our sketch geometry line work. So we'll go to the left view, and this will give us another view of that those reamed holes that we did the other day. Okay, so we're going to get a line, and we're also going to select construction line. We're going to come up to the top, and we're going to draw a construction line down, and another one, right click, left click line, and another one here. This is going to help us with our elliptical circle that we're going to create. These have to be constrained, so it's a general dimension. This is going to be 1/8 or 0.125 from each face. All right, that is done. Next, we're going to turn, actually, sorry, we're not ready for the ellipse yet. We're going to create a point to help us reference our dimensioning. So we will turn construction off because we don't need it anymore. We will select point. We'll come up on X, Y at the very tip here, and we'll just come down and we'll just drop a point right on that, right in the middle, right on that 3D sketch line. And what we're going to do is create another dimension from the top to the point. It's also going to be 1/8. And then what we can do is just run a dimension from here to here to fully constrain it. It should be half the base. It should be in the dead center, 0.375, half of 0.75, half the thickness of the base. All right, so we've got that in place. Next, we're going to create an elliptical circle. So normally you come up here, you see circle, pick the drop-down arrow, select ellipse, and we're going to create an elliptical circle from here. Whoops. Let's try that again. Ellipse. Like that. We're going to go from the center and click to the right. This is going to pull the ellipse, and we're going to click the point. Third. So it's here is first, to the right is second, and then come down, click the point as the third. And that's going to create our elliptical circle, fully constrained right from the get-go. All right. Next, click Finish Sketch, and we should be ready to create our sweep. So we're going to find our sweep. We got the profile is selected already. This is going to be a cut, and we have to select the path, which is here. So this will give us a preview of the cut going all around the perimeter. It looks good. We're going to hit OK, and we have it. Perfect. We'll just take a quick look at it. Looks good. As always, we're going to turn off work plane 1. We're going to uncheck visibility. And the last thing that we're going to do before we save it and get it ready to be put into our assembly is we're going to change the finish like we did with the spindle. We're going to change it to chrome polished because I think that looks really, really, really nice. And look at that. Beautiful. And that completes the 3D modeling of the lamp base. It looks so nice you could eat off this thing. Very, very shiny. Those diamond serration patterns look phenomenal in the chrome polished finish. And that is it. So that is going to conclude this lesson. I'm going to hit save, And the next time we speak, we're going to be doing the 3D assembly of the lamp. Until that time, take care, enjoy this, and talk to you soon.